You were involved in what was considered one of the greatest series of all time, not only in New York, the one with the Rangers. And you beat the Rangers. Was it fun?
Which time?
The Kenny Morrow goal.
Oh, okay.
Kenny Morrow goal. How much was that a high point in your career?
Every day was a high point in my career, to be fair. Like, I thought of every day as Christmas. It really was a gift, and some days had a higher point than others, but generally I was just so happy to be playing hockey for a living for the New York Islanders, and everything else was like a bonus, you know.
The check that you threw against Barry Beck, tell me about it.
Yeah, I just hit him in the corner. He was extended, so it was an opportunistic time to take advantage of a big man, and yeah, by the grace of God, he never played again, so he couldn't get me back. And because I think it would have been bad for Pat if he ever came back. So yeah, it was just unfortunate for him, but it was lucky, you know, not lucky, but it was just an unfortunate hit.
Clean?
Oh, it's totally clean, yeah, but just unfortunate hit where someone got hurt.
How much of a challenge was being the captain?
It wasn't bad because Al kind of made it a little easier. And it's easy to be a captain of a team of, you know, good-willed and strong characters.
Tell me if I'm right or wrong on this. In the marathon game, the Easter epic, you scored the first goal.
I did.
What do you remember about it?
Well, I remember before I scored the first goal, Scott Stevens almost killed me. He says to this day it was his biggest hit he's ever made.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I got back to the bench, like on all fours. And Al Arbor, I heard him say down to the trainer, "Is that jackass ready to go or not?" And I was like, I said, "Yeah, I'm ready." And so, you know, that was what I remember about the goal. The thing I remember about the goal is the hit from Scott Stevens.
Was it clean?
It was clean. And it was a bad move by me. Don't go into the middle when Scott Stevens is on the ice.
That game was almost lost, really, and then Trotz comes through with the late goal, and then it kept going on and on. How exhausted were you guys?
You go back to childhood, basically. You're like a kid who's just playing on a pond now for the 8th hour, you know, it's all natural. It actually brings you into a kind of like almost a euphoric state of like innocence, where there's a lot of guys were trying stuff to end this thing, like back passes that normally, like first period, you'd be like, I'm not doing that. But now you're like, whatever, let's just let her rip. And it was a lot of fun, actually.
Hi, I'm Pat Flatley. Welcome to the Heels and Flats Show.
You and Glenn Healy with the Heel and Flats Show was the beginning of reality TV. How did that thing come about?
And to this day, people still ask me, "You guys weren't talking about shoes, heels and flats." I'm like, no. It's literally our names. we never even had a discussion about shoes. It was just our names. Yeah, it was Kevin Meininger was with MSG. He heard Heels and I playing chess, because Heels and I played chess in the back of the plane, and we're always giving each other so much crap. And he's like, he was entertained by it, and he said, "You guys should, this be fun for people to hear how you guys interact with each other. And so let's give it a shot." And so Heels and I were like, yeah, whatever, let's do it.
And look, you also have to take your height, and it's set for Glenn's height. And we also should remember that it does go up to 300 pounds, just in case those forwards gain a little Christmas weight.
Thank you for joining the Flats and Heels show.
Heels
See
and
you
Flats.
next week.
Heels and Flats.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Flats and Heels.
Heels and Flats.
See you next week.
Next week.
It turned out to be a lot of fun, but you know, you have to win. We had a decent season that year, but like you can't have that kind of show when you're not winning.
Right.
Otherwise, you look like you're like, you know, not paying attention to what you should be paying attention to. So it worked out pretty good for a couple of years.
Well, Glenn Healy got the top billing. It was the Heels and Flats show.
I know. Yeah.
Was that fair? Was he funnier than you?
No, he wasn't, but he's an overweight goaltender. And there's some self-esteem issues that come with that. So I was okay with letting him have that top billing for his mental health.